Morning. That's Wednesday morning. We have a little robin in the shed. He's playing his little tune this morning. Anyway, we're going to grease the top down up this morning and get some more acres done. See you in a bit. Just give this oil a check. I normally do it every morning, but anyway, we'll just... There's the dipstick in there. Just pull him out. Where is it? You see that on there? It's on the full mark. Anyway, put that back in there. I can see the string from yesterday. I'll get that out of there now. Tuck that in here. Get the old girl started this morning. With a nip in the air, so get her started. We can get grease gun out now and go around it. It takes a little while, so we've got an air grease and we'll soon connect that up. So I'm just going to get on with greasing this now. I'll show you a few of the grease points and then I'm going to get on with it. So we've got points on there which just need greasing. So we have a little adapter, a little end that goes on that point there. It just fixes on there. Goes onto there, and then there's grease that comes out of these edges, so from there round to there and out of there. And then we've got points on the roller, so this cup, this cap, this end cap, look, it's got one at the top, one at the bottom. Well, you can grease either one. That does the same thing. It goes into this cap, which then forces its way into the bearing, which goes through the bearing and then comes out the other side, which is in there, look, the other side of the roller. So that just greases that in there, and there's two in there to do. You can just see in there, look. And then there's two in there to do. So there's quite a lot to do on this machine. And then there's two more in there to do, and then there's one on the end there to do. So there's quite a few. And then we've got grease points there to do, there. And then in the middle, there's no end in the middle, so you can just bear with me. If you can see that bit there, yeah, it's just focused there. Look, you can just see there. So they're like the pivot points there. Some there, some on the rams, which you can see also just forward of that ram. The shiny bit to the right, you can see there's a grease nipple in there. Then there's another one there. So they are all over this machine, which is a good thing to keep it all lubricated, but when you're going to grease it up, it does take a fair while. But anyway, that's my job first thing this morning. I like to grease it every 2 days, so I don't feel like I'm greasing it forever, and we'll get on with it, and then we'll get out and get some more acres done today. That's my chore first thing this morning. Just quickly, you can just see the conditions that I was working in yesterday, and you know, it's very, very dusty. Dry out there as well, so yeah, it just lays everywhere. This really fine dust, look, you can see how fine it is. Look, just lays all over it. But the drill is the same, drying in that dry, dusty conditions, which is good, as we need to be getting on with it. You can see she does need a bit of a wash, but that'll get a good clean down. You might just check those air brake pressures as well, as they sometimes go down a bit. I'll just explain a bit about them as well. So yeah, we'll get on with greasing. There's our little grease gun. Look, we've absolutely had it years. It's a brilliant bit of kit. So there's an airline on the end, which is leaking, and then goes through the mechanism, and then comes out of this gun here. And all you do is put this, try and do it one-handed if I can. Anyway, this, as you can see, look, the grease gun end goes on there like that. You can just hold it, and then it's a bit fiddly with two hands. So that goes on there, and then pull the trigger, and hopefully, yeah, I really need two hands for this job. But anyway, you get the picture. It goes on there like that, and then the grease comes out the end. Okay. Look at that! What a sunrise this morning. Absolutely lovely. Early mornings, you can't beat them when you see stuff like that. Brilliant. Just greasing a few of these grease nipples up in here, and you can see there's quite a few to go at. All these to go at. All these. There. There's a group in there as well. On there. These main pins in there that you can see now, there is a little bit of play in them, so I'm going to change them through the winter months. I'm going to go through this a bit. And there's that pipe that was leaking yesterday, which is all the dust around it now. But yeah, good job we spotted that. Yeah, the old sunrise this morning, look, it's almost gone. Yeah, 5 minutes. It's all orange and pinks. So I just got a few points to change this morning. One that I saw over the far side, it's really gone. But these are what we're putting on. Look at the difference from yesterday, look, when I changed them. So that's what they start as. That's what they end up like. Yeah, this one here, look, that's actually snapped off is what had happened. They get so thin, like this one there, get really thin, and they snap off, and you know, that's what they should look like. Anyway, we'll get that changed. So there we are, we've got the tungsten 50mm point. It's got a little bit of a sort of a raised bit there where it sort of wears up against the 80mm shin, which is this bit across the top there, 80mm. I've been running them for a little while now, and as they wear you can see down the bottom here, it just gives you that bit extra. Anyway, it just does a better job, it sort of mixes in well. There it is. So I just laid a few of the points out, look, which I changed this morning. The thin ones there, look, you see they've still got the tungsten on, but they are getting really thin. So again, they'll just end up snapping. So we'll have them changed. If they snap, they end up like this end one, look, and then they wear the legs, so you've got to be a bit careful. Anyway, I've got some on. There's one there, you can see. There's one more at the far side I'm going to change, but we'll get that done. Just noticed while I was on here greasing up, I got a chain hooked up on here, look. Probably from horses years ago, maybe. Let's just have a little look. Yeah, look. String as well. Always got string about it. Anyway, yeah, chain. Is it from a chain harrow? Is it from a horse? From years ago? All sorts of treasures in the land, look. But yeah. So there we are. The toolbox is full as well this morning. That should keep the front down a bit, hopefully. I've just checked these airbags. Normally run 90 psi in those. They had dropped a little bit, but anyway, just gone back up to 90. We're just looking under here, checking the oil level in there, which is full, which is good, which is the transmission, and we're off. All right, next job, we're gonna put some diesel in. We're at the diesel tank now. We're just gonna fill it up. Look, I had a busy day yesterday. She's right down there. That is my gauge. So we'll get some in the tank. Empty. I reckon that'll be at least 500 litres I put in there this morning. A long day yesterday, so We'll make the flask now. That's it, 500 odd litres today. Be the same again, I should think. There we go. I don't know what anyone else has in the machines and that, but this little fridge I have in here is absolutely brilliant. This is, well, I've got some mess in there, but anyway, I just keep my sarnies in there. It's brilliant, brilliant little fridge. And it runs all day long. Brilliant. And we're off again. Going to do some more top downing. We've got headlands to sort out this morning, so we'll catch up with Radley and see how he's getting on. And I think we've got a seed change, so we're putting wheat in at the minute, which Bradley is drilling with a Rapid and the 870, and we've got to come back and then swap seed over, so we're going on to barley then. So we've got 5 fields of barley to put in. I think, well, there's another one, but that's on a different farm. So 5 fields here of barley to get in anyway. And we're ready to go again. It's unfolded. Well, we're in the forest this morning. I've got to come back here and do headlands, and there's a little bit of long work at the top there, which I didn't finish yesterday, because I was had to go away and do some other stuff. So anyway, we'll just select which line I want, which is AB line 1, which you can see there. We'll go back to that. We've got the width in, boundary, no, none of that. Should have the lines come in. We will, as soon as the signal goes green. Well, I think the pheasants and foragers, they're liking it this morning. They're having a little wander. Right near the game cover, at least anyway. That's where they need to be. Yeah, you can just see now, this is where I got to the other day. Look, so everything to my left has had 2 passes, and then this little short bit here has only had 1 pass. That is not too bad, but anyway, we're going to finish that off. So all those 2 passes, it's about a 70-acre field in there. This is where the cable route has gone through at the top as well. So you can see that Radley is drilling there. So we've got the Avadex Rapid, and he's cracking on nicely. We'll have a look at that in a little bit. I spy a tuk-tuk. Well, that's breakfast time now, and you can see the new points I put on this morning, or some of them. That doesn't take long to shine them up. There's a bit on the drill just before we have breakfast. It's nearly 9. We normally stop at 9 for a break, just have a cup of tea and a sandwich. You see Bradley is pushing on with the 870 and the 6 metre Avadex Rapid. It's a good drill. We had it on the farm now for several years. The drill, that is. It's going well. And there he is. Got the low lift working nicely now, so we're just sort of scuffing as we turn, just to take those wheelings out. Yeah, it's going a treat. We got Bradley here. He's now well, we just had breakfast, and we're going to get on with it again. We got that that whiff of Avadex. Nice, isn't it, Bradley?
Yeah, he's here.
What do you reckon to the drill and tractor?
Oh, it's a good big hit. It's a good setup. Get along well, doesn't it?
Nice, 14k.
14k.
Yeah, nice and quiet.
It's nice and quiet and comfortable.
Nice one. Right, let's go. See you in a bit. Just going to get a little bit of footage here, the drill then starting. There it goes. So we've got Avadex going on here as well. Put his marker out in a minute. Yeah, there we go. I know we've got the satellite on there, but we are still running markers because just in case it has a bit of a wobbly. You know how these things are with technology. Yeah, that's the 850 what I was using the other day on the plough, and so the satellite is all good now. Subscription's all done, and a few buttons were pressed, and there it is. You can just see the conditions there. Look, I mean, 2 passes with the top down, which is over there, and then a pass with the drill. I mean, it was after beat. It was so hard, the ground was, but anyway, it's looking good now. We're just coming back down the field. Look, we've got Avadex going on here as well. So there's our Avadex applicator, which is on the back there. We fitted that on, I think it was last year we fitted that on there. This is all piped up. And then there's this rail across the back, and they have these little chutes on there, which the air comes out of there, and then it spreads these tiny little pellets all the way across the field, and it helps with the black grass, so we can control it. So that gives us a bigger window, so we can drill that bit earlier, and it's done a really good job last year when I was drilling. So this is what we're putting on the Avadex. But yeah, it does a really good job. And in our problem areas, because we are drilling, I mean it is early really still for drilling, in our problem areas that's going to help no end. We had a field last year which was quite bad on the headlands, and to be honest with you, there was hardly anything there at all. In fact, I'm going back to that field to cultivate it very, very soon. So that's coming barley on there. But I'll show you that there in a bit. These are the discs. We put new discs on there this year. They're doing really good. We put new coals on. Every single one is a new colt or two. We changed a lot. So that bit there, that's where the seed is coming out of the little chute there, and then getting placed at the bottom, which is really quite important. You can see there, look, that's where the seeds will come out. So we're trying to achieve a 3 centimetre drilling depth today with this wheat, and it's going well. Look at that, the work of a Verdestad. Can't beat it. And just to prove that that is going in at the recommended depth, look, there it is. Radleys very kindly found it. So I'm just waiting for Bradley to do a bit of long work over there. Then I've got headlands to do, which is why I'm sort of hanging around a little bit. Probably, I don't know, got 20 minutes or something. So I'm just going to put this loader on these bags and get them ready, so they are just ready to just plonk straight in the drill. And a little bit on the seed. Look, this is what we're drilling. It's Dawson. We had it last year as well. That's a good variety. Yeah, it's all Dawson. So these 3 bags should, well, I think 2 bags should finish this field, but we got a bit extra just in case. And we got some Avadex, as that's going on this heavier side. It's a problem area, so we'll get them in, get this sorted. So we're in the JTB. We'll get positioned to pick those bags up and then this job will be ready. That'll just help speed that up for Bradley, and we can get on with it. There's talk of a little bit of rain coming across now, so that might just sort of slow us down a little bit, but to be honest, we could do with a little bit of rain. Some of the ploughed work has dried out, although it's working nice. Just don't want to get caught out, so we'll get hopefully we'll get these 2 bags. You can just see what I'm trying to do. It goes in there, it goes in there. Have we got it? Yeah, just I think. Just lower that down and boom it out, and we should have it. So we've got 2 bags. Yep. So we're ready. We've got the 2 bags. Ready to go in the drill. So there we are. We just got the bags on the front there now, all ready for Bradley. I like to have things ready so we can just put it in and go. But I better get on and do some headlands now. There's Bradley now coming back. Getting along nicely. 14k. Tractor's not really working that hard either. It's really good. Then off he goes. He'll be pressing the button for the satellite, and then be pressing the cruise control, and then it'll be doing its own thing. And we're off. Just go and pull these headlands about, and then get ready. And get seed changed over. Hopefully we'll be changed over by lunchtime and gone again. We're away. So we're just off to get Bradley a bag. It's a bag for the drill. We'll go and put a bag in. We're just taking a bag for Bradley. Well, I got 2 on the front there, as you can see, but and he wants 1 in there, I think, and the rest of the headlands. So, just get across and then we'll boom it up to him. Get across there. I brought some Avadex as well. Down there, just in case we need to put some on. That is, I think I said Dawson, I think, going in there, yeah, I think it was. But you have those little, it's like little chutes at the bottom there that you just have to undo it. Sometimes they're a bit tricky to undo. So there, he's done it, and then you'll see it go in a minute. A bit fiddly they are. Anyway, see it go in. I just lift that up a little, you can possibly see it. Or possibly not. There it is, gone. That's half a ton gone. See it on the drill as well, just the same as the top down. We've got all this fine dust on there. Anyway, he's done the bag, there it goes. Some more wheat just gone in there. So we did put the 2 bags in the end. Now we should do nearly all this field. Well, I'll fill Bradley up. He's got a full hopper now, so I'll just put this back with a loader and get back in there, and off we go again. We got another bag left on the trailer. We shouldn't really need that, but that's there just in case. So what seed is in the drill now, you should do the headlands, and that's quite a big field, 70 acres. It's the one they lifted the sugar beet on, and let's get on with it. We got the last bag on the trailer, and we shouldn't really need it, but that is ready on the tine. That's how I like things, just ready to plonk in. So let's get on with some more headlands. Well, that's the headlands done on this field. Bradley's just got to drill them now. He's just going around them trees in the middle there, and then we'll be back to the farm and change seed. Then we're going on to some barley. That'll be the first lot of wheat done then. See you in a bit. So we've still got quite a bit of drilling to go, as you can see. That all this seed around here, all this, it's got to go back in the ground. So yeah, we've got quite a lot to go at. So this is our seed sock that you can see here. I've just got it laid out. It's effectively just a sheet of plastic. It's got a hole in the middle, and we run the tractor and the drill over the top of it, and just undo the chutes underneath. This is for the Verdstad, so then it just pours on here, and we can then put it in a bag. I'll show you when we do it. There, stuck. So we just emptied the drill out, cleaned all out in there. We've got all the wheat in the bottom. Clear it up now. So this is our seed sock. What we have, we've got an empty bag. We tied the bottom up. We're just going to transfer the seed, what's in this bag, which you've just seen, and then we're going to put it into this one. So we've just got the drill back to the field. Bradley's now drilling, and this is putting some barley in now, and I'm now back to our field round wells, what we call it. And this was a problem area for black grass up here, and I'm just going to show you sort of what we're looking at. The Avadex controlled it really well last year, really well. So we'll be doing the same again this year. I'll just show you what it's like. So you can see that was ploughed on here. This is the first flush of black grass all coming through now. So it's been sprayed, and I'm now just going to pull through the whole field, because obviously it's on the plough, and then it's going to be drilled, and it will have the Avadex on here. So it does a really good job. But look, there it all is. Just everywhere, look, on there. It's everywhere. There's a patch there. Look like this. Oh, I thought it was flea beetle, but I don't think it is. Yeah, it just grows everywhere. Patches of it. But anyway, at least we've got the Avadex to help us with that. She does look a beast. Let's go. Look, I found more string. So let's grow it about here, I think. My good God. More of this stuff. I normally stick it on the back there, that string, look, that'll ride there, and then I'll take it off when I get back. Well, they say you never can tell what's going to happen in a day, but oh, for Christ's sake, look, that's gone again. Don't pay a boy second hand to it. Unbelievable. So here we are once again, stranded in a field. Bits of rubber everywhere, look, underneath there. It really doesn't pay to put a second hand one on, it really doesn't. Well, I better get my overalls on. Take that one off. Oh God, look at it all up in there. There we go again. Good job we brought two. And they are. How long's that one going to last though? This one ain't even done a week yet. Oh, So here we are once again. Back to this again, look. Oh God, I've got to get in there and take all that off again now. Take the shaft off, take the plate off. Oh dear, dear, dear. Yeah, it just looks like that's really just it's just old bit of rubber in there that is gone. Absolutely just torn it out of there. Oh well, we got a second hand one, another one to put on. I just hope that lasts. At this rate, we won't even get drilling done with it. That will be a nightmare. Do you know what? When you really just don't want to be doing that, we're stripping it out again, look. Can you believe it? Unbelievable. Rubber everywhere. You can see I'm just under here, look, jeez, look. Off it goes again, look. Well, that's the second one, hand one out now. They got it out. I just gotta go and get the other one now and put it on. Oh, what a job. There's the other bit, look. There you go. There's the other bit later. Well, what can I say? I didn't think I'd be taking that out of the old Challenger in less than a week. I don't say a lot for the other one we got. Oh well. That's all cleared out ready now. I'll just go and get the other one and put it in. And we are in trouble if that one goes. Yeah, that's the thing when you have second-hand stuff, you just don't know what, you know, how old or how long it's been sitting about. I mean, look at it, look, it's just annihilated it. Can you believe that? I just found a bit of rubber which has got to be, I don't know, what, near 20 metres away. Just thrown it over right over here, look. So we have another second-hand coupling here, which we got from America. I think it was only last week. I thought I'd put the better one of the two on there, and you can see that it hasn't even lasted a week. So we need a new one. Just need a new one on it. Anyway, I'll get this back on and hopefully get up and running. I've got headlands to still finish for Bradley, and I've still got all this to do yet. So got plenty on. So I just managed to get the second-hand coupling on now. I just got to tighten them up and then put the guard on and then put the shaft on. Then we should be there. But you can see there's not a lot of room or work in here. I just had a little bit of practice now, so we're getting there. The rubber absolutely goes flying everywhere. Look. Even bits lay up there. Look. You can just see I got the other coupling back in there, and bolts are in. It's all lined up as well. Yeah, so we're underneath the Challenger now. We're just these bolts need to do up. Take a little while. And them to do up there. One more to go in there. And then we'll see how we go. Hopefully it'll last tonight. We'll see. So we've got that bolt to do, which I'll do from the top. Got that one to do at the top, which I'll do. Then we've got one over here somewhere. No, that one's done. And then there's some at the top with the gun. And hopefully it will be off. We'll see. Right, so we just got these other ones to do it. Just there. And that one there. That's it. They're all done now. Just give it a whirl. Something I have just noticed as well, we've got a leak on the turbo pipe there. I think I've got a new O-ring, I think I can do that. Next time we have a wet day, I'll get that off and change that. But you can see that's the turbo pipe up to there. Well, we've got the coupling on. Normally takes me about 3 hours, and we've done it in sort of 2 hours 45, so that ain't too bad today. Not that there's a record on changing them, but anyway, let's get this thing started and we'll see how we get on. Just before we put them guards back on, anyway, we'll have a little look and just see. We're out of gear, and then we'll see what we get on. Well, we're back in the 95E, and we got a second-hand donut on there. If you remember, we had two that came from the States. Good job we did, really. So anyway, we got the second one on there now. There is another one ordered, so we're talking about a new one, but just bearing in mind there is a 3-week wait for that. So I just keep fingers and legs and everything crossed that this one doesn't let us down now. I got a lot of drilling to get on with. There's a lot of plough work that's got to be pulled down, and there's some minimal stuff that's got to be worked as well. Anyway, let's get on with it. On top down doing its thing. And I think this is a good place to end the video, I think, today. Hope you all enjoyed watching and seeing what we're getting up to. We've got a good old rainbow here now with us. You can see all the way over there. So we've got that field to drill as well. Be tomorrow now. See you on the next one. Bye bye. Oh well, we're just folding up to end the day now, and hope you enjoyed the video. Like I say, there's always a little bit of drama somewhere. See you on the next one. Bye bye.